Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our thought for the day this morning. I hope you had a great bank holiday Monday. The sun was shining. Hope you made the most of it anyway. Today's reading is one of my favourite passages in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 12. It's probably my favourite chapter. And so Gemma's going to read from verses 1 to 14.
I am indeed. Now, about the gifts of the Spirit, brothers and sisters, I do not want you to be uninformed. You know that when you were pagans, somehow or other, you were influenced and led astray to mute idols. Therefore, I want you to know that no one who is speaking by the Spirit of God says Jesus be cursed, and no one can say Jesus is Lord except by the Holy Spirit. There are different kinds of gifts, but the same Spirit distributes them. There are different kinds of service, but the same Lord. There are different kinds of working, but in all of them and in everyone it is the same God at work. Now to each one the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. To one there is given the spirit of a message of wisdom, to another a message of knowledge by means of the same Spirit, to another by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another gifts of healing by that one Spirit, to another miraculous powers, to another prophecy, to another distinguishing between spirits, and to another speaking in different kinds of tongues, and to still another the interpretation of tongues. All these are the work of one and the same Spirit, and he distributes them to each one just as he determines. Just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its parts form one body, so it is with Christ, for we are all baptized by one Spirit, so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles, slave or free, and we are all given the one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is made up of one part, not one part, but many.
So I studied this chapter quite a lot for my dissertation, so I really like it now especially. And so basically Paul is talking to the church in Corinth and giving them advice to the church. And so Paul's big message in this chapter is that while we are all equal before God, we are not gifted equally. And so his message to a somewhat divided church is that of diversity and of unity.
Our benefice is not only diverse in terms of people and gifting, but also in tradition and practice. And we can see that in our services as we come together and do one service every Sunday. We see all our traditions kind of merge together, and I love it.
And so many of you might not know this, but I'm colourblind, okay, which makes me absolutely useless at colour grading video, which is basically making sure all the colours are right, making sure that Jan doesn't look green and Christopher's not purple with like pink hair or something. And so Gemma, thankfully, is very good at colour. She did an A-level in art, so she can really help me out and just help me along my uselessness with colour.
And the same for our assemblies. So I'm obviously really good at colour and making our assemblies look really good and bright, and they flow really well for the kids. Except when I have to squeeze mine and Jan's videos together, getting the sound uniform throughout is a challenge. So Samuel here did music at uni and is really great at doing that for me and making it sound really good.
And so we notice this in one household, that it's really important to have different gifts but also be working in unity together as we each have different roles. And so because we notice this in our one household, how much more is this the case over the whole church? So for the church to work at its best, we must each use our God-given gifts without boasting and in unity with the other members of the body.
There you go.
That's all we have to share with you this morning. I hope you enjoy it and use your gifts.
Yeah, have a great Tuesday.
Have a great Tuesday.
And enjoy prayer week.
Oh yeah, prayer week.
Bye.
See ya.